Hi, my name is Frank Valentic from Advantage Property Consulting, and my investor tips segment this week will look at buying fully furnished properties that you can rent out as furnished rentals or Airbnb. So it is a very popular strategy for a lot of our investors now. They're starting to look at buying properties that they can furnish and get much higher rental returns. So what are the big pros of this strategy? Well, in the block properties that we've bought, they're often renting for about $1,900 to $2,000 a week. The normal rental for one of those properties would be $1,200 a week. So it's about 67% higher as a furnished rental. So that's an obvious advantage, that you're getting much higher rental returns, which therefore increases your cash flow, which therefore increases the return that you're getting on your investment property. They can also get depreciated for furniture, fittings, and so forth as well. So that's another big bonus of buying a fully furnished rental. The big added advantage is that you've also got that flexibility where you can also use that property for your own lifestyle. So if it's a property down on the peninsula, down the coast, or in the city, when it's not rented out, you can actually use it for your own purposes. So it is actually a really big advantage that you can have the best of both worlds. You can have an investment and also use it for your own lifestyle. So what are some of the cons of buying a fully furnished property or doing fully furnished rentals? Well, one of them is the gaps between tenancies. Sometimes there's shorter term tenancies and there are larger gaps between the tenants. So sometimes it might take you a couple of weeks or a couple of months in between tenancies. So that can be a big factor. One of the other ones is the higher management costs. So you've got about 18% to 20% as a management fee, whereas the normal property management rates are around 5 to 7%. So that's another one. You also need a lot higher upfront costs, because to fully furnish a property can cost you up to 50 to 100,000 depending on the size. So the furniture, you need all the cutlery, you need the linen, also the ongoing costs of maintaining a property, the cleanup afterwards and so forth. So there are lots of pros and cons. As with every investment property, when you're looking at a fully furnished rental or Airbnb, always make sure that you buy an investment grade property. If you are looking at doing this strategy, that you can convert to a normal rental. So ideally have it within an hour to an hour and a half from Melbourne. Stay clear of buying country properties that are volatile, and that could be 3 or 4 hours away and very hard to rent out as a long-term rental as well. So there's some tips this month on fully furnished rentals at Airbnb, which is becoming a very popular strategy with many of our investors. We'll see you next month.